is not a sport.
If you're cheerleading, what we're doing, it's not even a real sport.
Cheerleading is not a sport.
Cheerleading is not a sport.
Perfectly incomplete. I'm still working on masterpiece.
I don't care how many weights you lift. I don't care what you big press. Holding a woman in the air or hitting her by her ankles got to be the hardest thing in the world.
I have been cheerleading my entire life, and now I coach my own cheerleading team. It has always been a constant battle with people arguing over cheerleading and if it's a sport or not. Now it's time for me to finally do research to figure out if cheerleading is a sport or not. The Office of Civil Rights states an extensive definition for a valid sport. The Women's Sports Foundation puts this into a few key elements. Firstly, a sport must be a physical activity which involves propelling a mass through space, overcoming the resistance of mass. It must incorporate a sense of contest with or against an opponent. It must be led by an explicit rules to define the time, space, and purpose of the contest, and the conditions under which a winner is declared. Finally, the list dictates that a sport acknowledges that its objective is comparison of the relative skills of the participants. Of the above criteria, there isn't one thing cheerleading doesn't meet. So why is there so much debate on this topic? After all, cheerleading is a physical activity that predominantly involves athletes thrusting their peers into the air, supporting them on different areas of their body, competing with other cheerleading teams, and doing all of this while following strict rules relating to the time limits and mat sizes. It is also important to note that the dictionary definition of a team, which is a term broadly attached to cheerleading, is a group of players forming one side in a competitive game or sport. After extensive research, I have found multiple facts to back up that cheerleading is indeed a sport. Also learning more important facts about cheerleading. In 2016, cheerleading has been declared a sport and will be added to the Olympics by the year 2020. Cheerleading started as a male endeavor in 1898 when a University of Minnesota football fan led the crowd in verse in support of their team. It was not until World War II, when men shipped out to war, that women took over. Then cheerleading came to represent the American ideal of femininity. Cheerleading in America is no longer a matter of waving pom-poms, a cute smile, and being overspirited. Cheerleading is a competitive sport. Girls flip, throw girls in the air, and compete around the world.
Cheerleading is a sport because it takes hard work and commitment, and you're like actively moving and putting yourself in situations where you have to push yourself to be the best that you can be.
Yes, because people get injured in cheerleading.
Yeah, I think that cheerleading is a sport because like it's really competitive, and like I've seen real competitions, and like it's not just something that anyone can do.
Yeah, I think cheerleading is a sport. I mean, not everybody on the street can just do flips and stuff. Like, it takes talented people to do it.
Cheerleading is a sport because I spend a lot of hours working out, practicing. You gotta do coordinating at the same time.
Go.
Cheerleading is a sport because they can win or lose. No.
Why?
Because they dance. I don't.
Cheerleading is a sport because
To get more of an insight on
People who thought
my
cheerleading
research question,
didn't know
I
enough about
interviewed
what cheerleading
athletes from the high school
At
level
this-
to the college level, from football
Why
to
is
flag
this an
football
ongoing
to cheerleading
conversation
to lacrosse players. Most people seem to agree
To get more of
that
an insight
cheerleading is
on
a sport.
my
Most people said that they think that cheerleaders work as hard as other athletes, so why wouldn't it be considered a sport? People who thought cheerleading wasn't a sport mostly just didn't know enough about what cheerleading was. After all my research, it seems to me that cheerleading hits all the requirements to be considered a sport. At this point, it's not a matter of opinion, but it is a fact. My research question has now led me to another question. Why is this an ongoing conversation on if cheerleading is a sport or not?